I'm here. I forget how many weeks. I think it's like 10. Still not great. Thanks for asking. How are you guys doing out there? Yeah, it was a hard week. Today's Thursday. And Tuesday was my birthday. And I took Monday off of work. And I don't know if I mentioned I have this app. The therapist kind of told me to use it, but also not really. And I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what the app is, like what the value of it is. It's I'll show you. I don't know. It's this mood app where you like put little cats for how you're feeling. Ugh. Can you see little cat people? I'm not really sure. I guess part of the idea is like see what happens like when you're happy and then try to do that. I don't know. I mean, or just track like I don't know. I've just been doing it every day. And I have this like rubric where if I cry, then that is considered a sad day. And if I don't cry but I feel bad, like today, that is uncomfortable. And if I don't feel bad, then that is calm. And I haven't had a happy day yet. I had 4 days on the app where I cried in a row. It was like, I think it was Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And I didn't expect my birthday to be such a hard day. Because I don't know. Because Valentine's Day actually like wasn't that hard. But for some reason, like my birthday, thinking about like what I did last year, my birthday was always when I was younger. So I have like this, my headcanon of my life is like from my age of 14 to 28, I was isolated. I didn't talk to anybody. I was like completely alone. And I spent all my birthdays alone. And that made me sad because it's like your birthday and you're supposed to like do stuff with people. And sometimes it can be frustrating to tell that to people because they're like, well, I like to spend my birthdays alone because my family's always like, and then they ask me, what do you want to do on your birthday? And I say, I want peace and quiet and I don't want to do anything. I don't want anybody to talk about my birthday. And I'm like, okay, that's because you have a choice. I didn't have a choice. I always had to be alone. And so when I had a partner, she did a good job. And the friends that I had in New York, they did a good job. They made my birthday like a special thing. We would get a cake and we would go to like a baseball game or a hockey game or whatever and get pizza. And we put up decorations. And so I did that for 3 years. Like I had people to celebrate with, like friends and stuff. This was the first year in like 4 years that I was alone again. And that's part of like what I was talking about in my first vlog that I did here. It was just like that double depression of like going back and feeling like you didn't get any better and like the past 3 years were just like a fluke or something. And maybe you didn't even really like the past 3 years. You were just kind of like pretending because that's what you thought you wanted. And it's all kind of depression, parasite telling you bad things. But so Tuesday was really hard. And Wednesday I went to therapy. And I was so like low from the past 4 days that like, I don't know, the therapist had like, I was even lower than usual, and the therapist had like, she wanted to talk about the IFS stuff, and I was just like so sad, and I was just like, I'm so sad, and we just talked about that we just kind of abandoned whatever her plan was, because it was like, I am not doing it. We're kind of still doing the IFS thing whenever she talks, because she thinks it works for me, and I think it does, because she's like, is there a part of your like anxiety that is like, talk to that part right now, and like what does it need or what is it saying? Because I was feeling really anxious when I was there yesterday, and she was like, why? And then I asked my anxiety part, why are you anxious right now? And he had an answer that I didn't expect, which is It's nice. I think that means like it's working. Like you get better answers when you personify parts of yourself and then ask it or whatever. But I asked my anxiety, and he was like, "I'm making you anxious right now because I want the therapist to know that you're not okay. Like I'm making you nervous and sad and anxious because I want you to show that to the therapist and be like, help me. I need help. I'm not okay. I am on the verge of breaking down every second of every day. Do something." That was my anxiety talking. That was interesting. So the homework she gave me was like, when I'm feeling sad. Yeah, I didn't really like the homework, but whatever. When I'm feeling sad or anxious or whatever, to try to ask that part of me what it needs. So when I am really sad, ask my sadness, like, what are you asking for right now? Like, what do you need? And if it's like, I want connection, then like, I don't know. I guess you're supposed to look for connection. I didn't know. I didn't really like exactly. I don't know. I think the homework this week is just to talk to it and just like notice what it needs, but I guess you don't have to do anything yet. I don't know. I guess that's good. Am I sad right now? Should I try to ask what it needs? Yeah, I mean, when I'm sad and I ask it, I think the answer that I get back is just like, what do you need? And it's just like, I need to know that like I'm gonna be okay, because I don't know that. So if I talk to somebody and I'm sad, sadness is like, I need to know that I'm gonna be okay. I don't know, and right now I don't. The other part of the homework that I didn't super like was, she said something like, I've been asking all my clients, like, what's one hard thing, people who are depressed or whatever, what's one hard thing you can do this week? And I'm like, I can do anything. I mentioned this before, but it's like, tell me to do anything and I can do it, but I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do to be happy. Like, all the things that I thought of to do, I've already done them. Am I supposed to do it again? None of it made me happy. Going to improv and going to soccer, I didn't really like any of it. So am I supposed to do, was like, what am I supposed to do? And so that's why I was trying to think like, well, all those things that you tried involved like groups of people. So try to think of something that doesn't involve a group of people, and then that's why I was like, go get a cat. But I don't know what is the thing that I can do that's like getting closer to connecting with people, but doesn't involve big groups. It doesn't exist. I don't know. Maybe I'll ask the stupid AI and see what it says. Yeah, because she said this a couple times. I'll try to end now, but she's like, well, if you just do the same thing and you go home and you sit, then you're never gonna get better. I know that. That's why I did all this stuff for the past 6 years. I did so much freaking stuff. I feel like and I haven't told her that exactly right. I don't know. I just want some validation, I guess, that like I've done so much stuff. I've done like all this like personal stuff like I mentioned, but then I've done like a lot of work stuff, like, and a lot of family stuff. I went to like weddings when I gave speeches. I gave the best man speech when like that's hard to do, and I'm like, what's one hard thing that you can do? Like, I gave a best man speech. I did interviews. I moved to a different state. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I don't know. What else is there? Like, that's the thing. I mean, if I told her that, she would be like, oh, yeah, I get it. And she would validate me. So I should. But that's, like, what I hear when I hear, like, well, if you just do the same thing. The past 6 years, I've done everything different. I need to do more of the same thing. The past 6 years, I've been doing something different every day to push myself. That's all I do. I don't know. Sorry. So I don't mean it in a bad way, but she has people come to her, and it's fine to be this person, and that's the person that I am right now. That I'm like coming to her, and I'm like, well, I just go to work and I come home and I don't do anything, and now I'm sad. And she's like, well, if you don't change, you're just gonna always be sad. Like, you don't know my life, lady. Bitch, you don't know my life. You don't know what I've been through. I don't know. Okay, anyway, that's enough. So, okay, thanks for the people who commented. I saw, and one person actually commented on my birthday and said happy birthday. And that was really nice. Made me feel better. So, thanks for the comments and people commenting and talking to me. I appreciate it. And I hope that I make people feel better if they watch this. I don't know. Yeah, I think I mentioned that before, but like, as long as I don't make people feel worse, that's not what I want. I don't want to have a pity party and be like, come in here and let's all be sad and kill ourselves together. No, that's not what I want. I want to help people be happier, including myself. That's the point. None of us want to be sad. So that's the business. I used to say see you tomorrow at the end of every video, but now I was just thinking like the goal of these videos now is to not see you tomorrow, because it means I won't be depressed and I won't be making depression videos. So it's kind of funny. I just want to do the opposite. Like, I don't want to see you tomorrow, but I probably will. But yeah, that's it. Okay. Smell you later. Bye.